7. That's great, Maggie. And the other one is 2 and 8. Awesome. Okay, and last but not the least, I'm going to write here on top because um, I run out of space right there at the bottom. Okay, for corresponding angles, okay, let's write those down. They are on the same side of the transversal, but one should be in the exterior and the other must be in the interior. So let's say, for example, if I begin with 1, the partner of 1 is 5. So imagine I'm sliding this second line upward, so the 5 goes to 1. Right? So 1 is in the exterior while 5 is in the interior. Pretty much you can think of it as, two angles that are, directly above the parallel lines and on the same side of the transversal, right? So yes, Rihanna, that's also correct. 2 and 6. So both of them are on the right of the transversal and above the parallel lines. Okay, like above meaning directly like on top of the parallel line. Okay, there's 2 more pairs. This one has the most possible, pairs for corresponding. There's 4 pairs possible. So 1, 5, 4, and 8, that's another pair. And last but not the least would be 3 and 7. Very good. So I want to emphasize that there are 2 important skills that we need in the next activity. The first one is how to identify what type of angles they are. Why? Because that will tell you whether to make them supplementary or make them congruent. Okay? But in the next activity, we will see, I kind of, included those we learned in the past, like vertical, linear pairs, and stuff like that. So we can review the types of angles as well. All right. Okay, so in the next computation that we will do, I need you to log in to your Delta Math. And if you haven't made a Delta Math account, this is the best time to make one. So deltamath.com. And I created an assignment that's specifically for Zoom. So we will be looking at, the same questions. Um, it's called Zoom 3.1. Zoom 3.1. I'm going to log in as a student. Sample student page, period 5. If you need the code to Delta Math, it's 918819. 918819. So this Zoom 3.1 here is not a homework. It's a classwork. We're doing it now, okay? Your regular homework is this one, which is pretty much, similar to what we will do. Thank you, Nico. All right. So if you can, let's just do these in order, okay? So click on the first one. And you will see something like this. We should be looking at like the same problem. I hope I designed it correctly. Let me know. All right. So make sure you have your concept map on your desk. So yay, thank you. Okay. All right. So given that the 2 lines are parallel, find the value of x. And you should not do any computation here. You should be able to give me the answer like from the top of your head. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to ask yourself, ooh, what angle pair do they form? You only have 5 choices and we wrote them down. Nice. I see 74. I see 74. I see 106. So what kind of angles are they? They are on the opposite sides of the transversal. So they are alternate exterior, right? Okay. So alternate exterior angles. And what do we know about alternate exterior angle? They must be congruent. So the correct answer here has to be, how do I type in the answer? 106. 106. Submit your answer. It should be right. Oh my god, of course it will. Okay, clear. All right, yes. There you go. All right. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. Did we all get that? Okay, now let's go to the next section. Here we go. The two lines are parallel. Find the value of x. Oh, my water bottle, sorry. Find the value of x. Okay, so in this example, the first thing you have to do is identify what kind of angles they form. What kind of angles they form. So in this case, they're forming, okay, one angle is here and this angle right there. So if you see this pattern, they make like a letter Z pattern, right? So if they make a letter Z pattern, what kind of angle do they form? They are alternate. Yes, very good, Rihanna. They're alternate interior. You're right. So they're congruent. Mm-hmm. Would be nice if you guys will just unmute yourself. You know, it's faster than to write in the chat. Yeah, so alternate interior angles are congruent. Perfect. So that means whatever this angle measures, x will also take the same amount. Okay? So it's going to be 153. Are we getting that? Okay, so the first thing you have to know is what kind of angles they formed. And then look at your concept map and see how they are related. So if they are either alternate, interior, exterior, or corresponding, they should be equal. Otherwise, they're supplementary. Okay, if I'm too slow for you, just keep going, okay? Don't let me slow you down. Because I want to make sure I'm also providing explanations for those of us who need some help. Okay, next section. Be careful with this one. Brian said 55. Brian, you want to explain how you got 55? No? Linear, according to Rihanna. Okay, so they form a linear pair. It's not one of those that we put on the concept map, but it's from, the previous chapter. It's a straight angle. You can think of it that way. Yes, so you will do 180 minus the given angle, right? So let's try Brian's 55. Don't I get to two times to do this? Okay, let's try 55 and oops, Mr. Arciaga is wrong. So what did Mr. Arciaga do wrong? I subtracted wrong, right? You gotta do 180 minus 135. Let's try the other answer you got. And there you go. Okay? So adjacent angles, those that make a linear pair like a straight line like this, Maggie mentioned that, straight angle, they're supplementary. Awesome. Okay, let's do the next section. Yes, if I'm too slow, go ahead. Yeah. Be careful with this one. Okay. Are they related? Directly related, I mean? I don't think so. But if you remember from last chapter, if this is 21, if this is 21, these two are vertical angles, so that means this angle must also be 21, right? Okay, so that's one way. So if this 21 vertical angles are congruent, and then now both of these are on the same side of the transversal. Kilowa said 159. Okay, let's try that, and here we go. Yay! All right, so one way to do that is just like what I was showing you earlier. You put the 21 for the vertical angles. There you go. And if you subtract that from 180, because same side interior angles are supplementary, right? Or you see how delta math is showing you another method. These two angles are corresponding angles. So that means they're congruent to each other, right? So if they're congruent to each other, this also goes 21. And then these two now will form a linear pair. So you see how, depending on the combination of angles that you will use, You can solve it differently, but you will, of course, get the same answer. All right. Okay. Let's keep going. How can I make the screen smaller so I can see the next section faster? Yeah. Excuse me. All right. Here we go. Next one. Answer 123. 123. Okay, let's try that. Yup, 123. Yes, you're right because they form corresponding angles. Very good. Okay. Next section. You're stuck on the one after. Oh, this one after this. Okay. Why? Oh, now because I chose the ones with variables. Okay. So let's try this. Find the value of x. So this is similar to the problem with the 21 earlier. Remember? You can either do vertical angles or corresponding angles. So let's try that. Since some are stuck, I'll spend some time working on this one. You can move ahead if you guys are done. So this is x plus 18, right? Because of corresponding angles. Okay, gonna just write that word. And once you have these together, they should form a linear pair, a straight angle. So now you're gonna add them. X plus 18 plus 5x, is that a minus? Yeah. Minus 6 is equal to 180 degrees. And then you will combine like terms. So Maggie and Rihanna said 28. Can you guys try if you will get 28 also? So that is 6x. And then 18 take away 6, that's going to be 12, equal to 180. Okay, I think you can pick it up from there, right? So subtract 12 and divide by 6. You get it now? Awesome. Okay, so they said what? 28. Are we only finding the value of x? Yes, we are. Okay, I needed to like remind you of that because sometimes the question says find the angle. So if it says find the angle, you have to substitute the x, okay? All right. Oh, how do I clear the ink now? Clear ink. Okay, next one. And Gianna said the next one must be 28. Oh, is that for this current problem or the next one? Okay. All right. Try this. Mm-hmm. Kiloa and Rihanna said 22. No worries, honey. I think you were answering the previous one, so I'm happy you also got 28, Gianna. Uh-huh. Dang, my throat is itchy. Okay, so find the value of x. So how do we get 22 here? I think they are corresponding angles, right? Because they are, you know, on the same place or corresponding places. So that means we have to make them equal to each other. So for those who were stuck, corresponding angles are congruent. That's a minus 19. There you go. So that's the equation that you guys are going to solve. Yep. So subtract the 6x, you get 1x. You add the 19 and you will get 22. So how are we doing? Are we doing okay? Are we getting this? I know your classmates are like zooming fast, but let me know if you need me to explain something. Okay. Clear the ink. Just like what I mentioned, if you're good at identifying the angle, you look at your... Oh, why can't I go to the next section? Oh, I haven't entered the answer, huh? Okay. All right. There. So if you're good at identifying the angle, um, I just discovered recently that I could do this. You know? Yeah. Okay. So here we go. So pardon me if I'm like just a few steps ahead of you. I just started using this year, and yeah. Okay. I feel the same way today, Lanea, for some reason. Well, Tuesdays and Thursdays are a little heavy for me because I have a full schedule. My light work days are um, Tuesdays and Fridays, or Thursday. No, Wednesday, Friday. All right, here we go. Find the value of x. Uh-huh. So these two are okay. What are they? They're not corresponding. Hi, Rihanna. So how did you do it, Rihanna? Would you like to share? Maggie also got 19. Mm-hmm. So what strategy did you use? And Jeremiah also said 19. What pairs of angles did you use for this one? So you can, exterior angles are supplementary. Okay, yeah, same side. Yep. Same side exterior angles are supplementary. So you have to add them up. There you go, equal to 180. And then I just put 19 because they did. And it worked, right? Okay. So yeah, but these two are same side exterior angles. Okay, in your homework though, you're gonna get like different questions. Are they really different? That's what it said when I bought this online thing, so that's why I liked it. But okay, so this will become 9x plus 9 is equal to 180. Okay, and then 9x is equal to 171, right? And does that divide exactly 19? Okay, excuse me. All right, so let me put that answer. And yes. Okay. Let's move on to the next section. 10. 10. What kind of angles did he use? 10, according to Johnny. Jeremiah, 10. They're congruent, alternate interior. That's great. Uh-huh. So you make them equal to each other. There you go. Yeah, I just didn't like that part. Like I wish I could edit the question and make it like, indicate what kind of angles they form. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so, and if you click on it, it will also show you the computation right here. Yeah, so x is equal to 10. Make them equal to each other. All right, next section. What are these angles? 22. So what kind of angle did they form? Let's try 22. Ouch. All right, these two are alternate exterior. Yay, and they're congruent to each other. Okay, so both of them are on the exterior region, but one is on the left and the other is on the right. That's great. Okay. Next section. How about that? Okay. I need help for this one. Same. Okay, so let's see how you can work on this. First, if you make these two equal, you're going to end up with an equation with two variables, right? But it's not bad to like get started with what you know. Let's say, oh, that's vertical angles. I know they're equal. That's great. But then you realize, oh no, I got two variables with an equation. Can't be solved. So now you have to find another way. Now look at this one. Can you find a place where we can also put 8x minus 16? Ilana said 18 for x. Okay, I'm going to write that down, Ilana. Okay. Um, So is there another place where you can put 8x minus 16? Remember, if you slide that down, that's going to be corresponding angles, right? So that's going to be 8x minus 16 also. You guys get me so far? Okay. All right. And now if you put these two together, y together, because, oh, that's a straight line. So then you can add 8x minus 16 plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 180. Same variable, only one variable, one equation, that's solvable, right? So that's going to be 11x minus 18 is equal to 180. All right, is that how you got the x, Ilana? Or if you got another method, you can also share. Can we try and answer even if it's just like one? Have you tried that with Delta Math? So can I submit this answer or we'll mark it wrong? Okay. Sorry? You're done with your homework? Very good, honey. Okay, mommy is zooming later, okay? Thank you. They will mark it wrong. Okay, so then once you have, how do we solve for y? Once you have the x, then you go back and plug it in. But yeah, so did you verify if x is equal to 18? So you go, I wish I could finish it. She's third grade. Can you believe that? Okay, so don't compare yourself to a third grade. Oh, but I'm happy. She got recommended to the math club. I'm not grade conscious. I mean, I'm not showing them that I'm grade conscious, but deep inside, I want them to keep it. I'm just happy. Yes. Okay, so this one become a bit 11x is equal to 198. So is x equal to 18 here? According to Ilana, it's 18. So once you have the 18, you got to plug it in here. So 8 times 18, whatever that is. I remember when my mommy was proud of me. Oh, definitely, you know? I mean, I don't know. Never mind. Don't start on that topic. Okay. All right. So yeah, 5y plus 18. There you go. Okay. Oh, I did not even notice that. I'm pretty sure she's still, she's proud of every one of you guys. Your parents are, proud of you. Okay. So where are we now? We're trying to find a y, right? Okay, so 8 times 18, take away 16. What is that? Can you guys help me with that? I think I even have a calculator. So that's going to be uh, and then you have to subtract 18 from both sides as well, right? And then you're going to divide by 5. Okay. Are you getting 22? That's what I got. So can you try solving here? I got y is equal to 22. I plug in that, multiplied and then subtracted, and then so subtracted the 18 again. Whatever I got, I divided by 5. Okay. Let's try that. I'm going to clear the ink. And here we go. There you go. Okay, and has like a little description over here of the same steps that you guys did. Yeah, same thing, right? So once you have the x, you're going to plug it in. Uh-huh. All right. Now let's move on to the next section. Here we go. Oh, this one has two variables again. Okay, let's focus on this one. Yeah. Ooh, this is interesting. I think there's a direct relationship between the 9x minus 2, this one, 9x minus 2, and what's this? 7x plus 6, right? These two are what kind? Alternate exterior angles. So that's going to be 7x plus 6. All right. 9x minus 2 is equal to 7x plus 6. Okay. So now you get the x by itself. You're going to get 2x is equal to 8. So x is equal to 4. All right. Got it? Good, Brian. Okay, so once you have x is equal to 4, then 9 times 4 will be 36 minus 2. So this will be equal to 34. And these two angles combined, that's going to be a straight angle. So y plus 4 plus the 34 must be equal to 180. So go ahead and take it from there. Take it from there. Okay. So what should y be equal to? Anybody who got y? It's 180 minus 38. 144. Okay, so x is 4. 142. I also got 142. Oops, how can I click on that? There you go. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, let's keep going. We're 86% done. Ooh, interesting. Now your parallel lines are vertical. Your parallel lines are vertical. Okay, but what kind of angles do they form? These two are, oh, darn, I haven't checked the attendance. Hang on. Okay, these two are what? Corresponding angles, right? I'm out of my element today. I even forgot to log in my other device. This is so not me. Okay. You got 9? Yeah. So we make them equal to each other. So 8x minus 20. Okay, so that's going to be 9. And try 9. Here we go. And Brian is, yay! Good job, Brian. Yep. Okay. How far are we? Okay, can I check the attendance first? Because I don't know, like I got 2 kids in trouble yesterday. But see, when I do the report in Zoom at the end, um, the 2 kids didn't show, and then I had to go back to the chat. So please, 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 if you haven't written your name in the chat, you're gonna put it. If you're not sure, there's nothing wrong with doing it again. So let me just. Okay. So Adrian, Alice is here. Aaron, Danny, Ben Carrillo, Ben Cruz, Bianca, Brian, Charlize, Dominic. Oops. So I had to go back to the chat last time to change their attendance. Okay. Edward is here. Ilana is here. Okay, Eva was here. Did she log out? Okay, Arciaga, deep breath. Gianna is here, and then Giovanni, Jeremiah, Johnny, Josiah, Caitlin, Dulon is here, and sure Seth, Caitlin is also here. Wait, sure Seth. Okay, yeah. And then Kiloa, Lanea, Lilian, um, Mark, Maggie, Matthew, Nicole, Rihanna, Rocky, scrolling down, Shirley, Sophia, and Tessa. Tessa, oops, where's Tessa? Another, Tessa, are you here? Okay, my eyes are playing. Okay, Tessa, if you're here, can you type your name in the chat, honey? And Trent, where's Trent? Okay, Trent, if you hear me, type your name because I don't see you. Okay. Absent, submit. All right, so going back. Okay, so any answers you got for this? We can start with these two. I think the safest way is to start with those that have like the same variable. So x is equal to 8. Yeah, so when you make these two equal because they're corresponding, 8x minus 13 is equal to 4x plus 19. So you get 4x plus 8 minus 4 is equal to 32, right? Okay, so x is equal to 8. Yep, Brianna. And then you said y is 114. Okay, so let's do that. 8, and then you plug in x to find y. Instead of 114, and you clear the ink and submit answers. And yay, that's right. So once you find the other variable, plug it in, okay, and get the value for y. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay, that was good. So how was that? It was the first time, our first time to do something like that. Did you like something like that in Delta Math, like we do it in Zoom together? It was great. Yeah, I there's like a Facebook thread on, with teachers using Delta Man, and I learned that from them. Okay, so next time that we do computation, I know I like that better than worksheet. Yeah. Okay. And at least we can all do it together, right? Yes, and if you have other suggestions or ideas for me to try out, let me know. It was hard. Oh, the concept map helped. Yeah, so Ben, what I strongly suggest is you practice really hard on how to identify whether they're corresponding, alternate, and so on. Because once you nail the name, once you get the name, okay, once you nail that part, your concept map will tell you whether, oh, I gotta make them equal to 180, or oh, I gotta make them equal. Yep. So those identifying is the one that's a little tricky. All right. So if you enjoy that, you know that I created like oh, how do I go back to my okay. So I created like a homework similar to that. Yeah, but in the homework of course it will assign you different problems again. But I think I chose like or I set 5 of each kind. So it should be view assignments. Um yeah, this one. It says 3.Geo 3.1. Period 5. There you go. So Geo 3.1. Now, if you guys are, wondering about whether you need to do the delta math or not, although I set the delta math average to be lower when you do an assignment late, I look up, each particular assignment and I count the number of items done, regardless of the average. Does that make sense? So even if you got an 80% because you did it late, because that's what I set for late work, I still look at the number of items finished. So you still get full credit. So if you guys, have some extra time, you can still go back to the Delta Math and, yep, finish them. Okay. So let's go back to Schoology. And yep, just like what I mentioned, that's all we have for today. Oh, I finished for the first time early today. Okay, so on Monday, I will be meeting you, and I need to give you your group number for Monday. You don't have today was quick, yeah, that's true. Um, you don't have to log in all at the same time on Monday. Sorry, I have like a lot of files now. I have to figure out. Right, what? So I divided you into 3 groups. Yep, into 3 groups. And where is it now? Oh, no. I won't. You won't be here on Monday? Really? Oh, here you go. Roster small groups. Period.